Yo, what is happening, guys? Nathan back once again with another episode of the Unplugged Freedom Podcast. And in today's podcast, check it out. Check out where I am. I'm on top of Grouse Mountain. I just did the Grouse grind, and you can't really see it. I don't know if I can switch my camera around. No, I can't, not while I'm doing this. But as you can see, beautiful view out there. That is downtown Vancouver, right somewhere over there. But gorgeous view up here, absolutely love it. And where I am actually, I did the grouse grind and went up to the top, and then I actually climbed down this little spot. And what I love about this area is that nobody knows about this. And how do I know? Because they don't have any barriers. Like, I literally have a far greater chance of climbing down here to this point, far greater chance of dying climbing down here than I do from COVID. Okay, so like way greater chance. But it's amazing. It's amazing out here. And what I love is that from up here you get to admire Vancouver, beautiful Vancouver, and it just has this calmness, has this silence about it. It's just like nobody's here, nobody's around me. And I love it here. And I love the fact that nobody ever comes to this spot. There's a lot of people on the Grouse grind. There's a lot of people up on Grouse Mountain and up in that area, but very rarely do people know about this. And I've known about this little spot for years. And once people know about this spot, they will put a barrier here and a fence, and you probably won't even be allowed to come down to this point. They'll probably put a fence up there. But I love this spot. It's amazing. It's beautiful, as you can see. And it's so nice to be able to just come here and just relax. Like, beautiful eagles flying over there, like amazing view. And it just overlooking the different spots. You have downtown Vancouver, you have Burnaby, I believe that's Coquitlam, and it's just so cool to like overlook all of this. Like, there's beautiful Eagle Lake right there, and everything, like I said, it just seems so calm. Like, if you've been to Vancouver, it's busy as heck, right? And so, especially now, July 1st, we actually opened up a lot of, you got no more masks, optional masks, which is awesome. Time to get rid of that bullshit. And so, I love it here. It's amazing. It's beautiful. It's gorgeous. So, yeah, I did the grouse grind for the first time in years. The last time I did it was back when I lived here. I left in 2016, so 2016 is 2015, probably the last time I did the grouse grind. So we're talking about 6 years ago. 6 years ago I did the grouse grind. And so but this time was different. This time I did it completely barefoot. So if you've never done barefoot walking, hiking, if you haven't heard my podcast on barefoot walking, there's a lot of benefits as to why I do it. And a lot of people always ask me, and they see it. It's definitely a conversation starter, that's for sure. People are always like, whoa, barefoot, especially on the grouse grind. The grouse grind, for those of you who don't know, the grouse grind is, it's less than 3 kilometers long. It's not very long at all. And it's basically straight up. Like, how high I am is like how high you climb. And it's crazy. It's climbing on rocks and everything. It's just a natural stairmaster is what it is. And so super cool. Love it. Love doing it. And so I wanted to do it barefoot this time. I wasn't going to smash any records. I actually did it in the slowest time I've ever done it. Well, no, that's a lie, because I did it an hour and a half before. That was with someone because I was waiting for them. But congratulations to them. It was their very first time. So I wanted to do it just barefoot. And because there's a lot of benefits to walking barefoot, hiking barefoot. If you haven't listened to my podcast about walking barefoot and taking cold showers, you can do that. You can check it out. It's one of the first episodes of the Unplugged Freedom podcast. And oh yeah, just so you know, for those of you who want, you can always subscribe to my email list at unpluggedfreedom.com. Check me out on YouTube, Unplugged Freedom, Telegram channel. You can search for Unplugged Freedom, and wherever you listen to your podcast, Unplugged Freedom. And so, but yeah, barefoot hiking. I wanted to do the Grouse grind barefoot, and I did it. I did it in an hour and 5 minutes. It was awesome. My heart rate was probably floating around 150, 160 beats per minute. And like I said, I wasn't out there to really put in the grind and smash any records today. Fastest I've ever done the Grouse grind was 44 minutes, and that was about 5 years ago. I used to have a yearly pass, and I would do it quite regularly. Would come out here and start my day with the Grouse grind, and it's awesome to do it in the rain because there's nobody here, and it's wicked. As you can see, we have beautiful weather here in Vancouver, and yeah, so I wanted to do it barefoot, and I did it. It was amazing. Just to kind of quickly talk about the benefits of barefoot hiking and why I do it. I wouldn't suggest to do something like the Grouse grind if you've never done barefoot hiking before. I wouldn't suggest to do something like the Grouse grind your first chance. Do other smaller hikes, but part of the reason I do it is actually because you have to be in the moment. You have to be in the moment. You can't be thinking about other things while you're hiking. People go out and they buy these $200 hiking shoes, and what if I told you that you didn't actually need those? And so, as crazy as it sounds, yeah, you don't. So the thing is that you have to be in the moment, because you can't be thinking about other things. Let's say you had a bad day yesterday and you're thinking about that. Well, you're going to step in a bad spot, and then that's going to hurt. And so you always have to be focused on where you're stepping, where you're going. And so another thing is that you are always brought back into the moment. We always talk about being in the moment. You may hear it and you're like, how do you become in the moment? Well, when you hear people talk about being in the moment, they'll say, think about your fingertips, think about each individual finger, and just think about that one and the feeling of it. Just think about that one. And same thing with your toes, all the way down to your toes. And that's how you can be in the moment. Well, barefoot walking and barefoot hiking actually do this, because like I said, you have to be in the moment. And so if you're thinking about something else, you're going to step in a bad spot, and then that's going to hurt, and that is going to bring you into the moment. You're going to be like, ow, and you're going to be like thinking about that spot you just stepped on. So that is one of the benefits. Another benefit is, well, you're soaking up the energy from the earth, and so it's absolutely amazing to feel that and have that. If you've ever had reflexology foot massage, that's also another great benefit of barefoot walking as well. You're basically giving yourself a natural foot massage, and so absolutely amazing. There's so many great benefits. You got to take control of your breathing. If you don't take control of your breathing, things are going to hurt. There's many great things. And so, but yeah, Grouse grind, barefoot. If you've done barefoot hiking before, it's definitely a challenge. I would recommend doing it, trying it, especially on something like this. Very, very cool. And yeah, I'm going to chill here and enjoy this view. And so I'll talk to you guys later.